what's called the arraignment docket, which means that you're making an appearance for the first time on your case. You've either received a citation or an arraignment. Hold on. Sorry about that. You've either received a citation or you are being charged by complaint and information. Either way, this is the first time where you're going to be formally told what you're being charged with, and then we're going to ask you, how do you plead? Okay. Some things I need to let you know. All the cases that are heard in this court are Class C misdemeanors. They normally do not have fines that exceed $500. These are fine-only cases. There's no chance of jail time in these cases. You have the right to have a jury determine your guilt or innocence. There we go. I was having trouble getting my video up. You have the right to have a jury determine your guilt or innocence. You can waive your right to a trial by jury and have a trial before the court, which is me. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will not be appointed to you because there is no chance of jail time in these cases. But an attorney can help you understand the law, can help you understand procedure, and can help you make decisions regarding your case. If you choose to go forward without a lawyer, I have no choice but to hold you to the same standard as if you were an attorney. You also have the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You do not have to testify in your case against yourself. It's the state's burden to prove their case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. As you sit there today, you are innocent until proven guilty. Does everyone understand these rights? Okay. Some other things I need to let you know. There are consequences beyond this courtroom on certain cases. For instance, if you get a charge for having no insurance, you could be subject to surcharges from the state of Texas. That's beyond this court's control. You are charged with assault, family violence, a plea of guilty or no contest, and then a subsequent charge of family violence could lead to higher charges being filed. Okay. So I strongly suggest, if you have any questions regarding your case and how this may affect you beyond this courtroom, I strongly suggest you consult an attorney. If you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could affect your status in the United States. If you find yourself in this situation, I strongly suggest you consult an attorney. Finally, if I order a fine in court cost and you're unable to meet that financial obligation, there are alternative means to payment. There is an application that you fill out, at which time we will have a hearing. It's called an indigency hearing. If I determine that you are in fact indigent, I can do a number of things, from placing you on community service to giving you an extended payment plan, to doing a combination of those things. The point being that just because you're unable to pay doesn't mean that we can't find a way for you to meet your obligation to the court, okay? That being said, the way this is gonna work, here in a minute, I'm gonna call your case. When you hear your case called, I ask that you unmute your microphone. I'm gonna ask you to raise your right hand, and then I'm gonna swear you in. After I swear you in, I'm gonna let you know what you're being charged with, and then I'm gonna ask you, how do you plead? You're gonna have three choices. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. A plea of guilty and a plea of no contest are basically the same thing, in that I will find you guilty and go to the sentencing portion of your case. If you plead not guilty, then your case will be set for what's called a pre-trial, and then ultimately a trial. Well, whether you have a trial by jury or a trial in front of the court, that's going to be your choice. At the pre-trial, you will have an opportunity to speak to the prosecutor who represents the state of Texas. The prosecutor is the one who brings the case on behalf of the state of Texas. The prosecutor out of this court, his name is Epi Sasi. He has the ability to do a number of things, from meeting with you to discuss your case, to try to negotiate some type of plea bargain agreement, to actually, if he feels the case is warranted, he has the ability to recommend dismissal of a case. The point being, speaking to the prosecutor cannot hurt you in any way. If you are unable to reach some type of agreement, you always have the absolute right to take your case to trial. Okay. At the pretrial is also that's also your opportunity to present any pretrial motions that you may have. Those have to be filed in writing with the court before your pretrial date. Now, if you plead guilty or no contest, then we go to the sentencing portion of your case. At that sentencing portion of your case, if there's anything you want to tell me, that's the time to do it. Anything you want me to consider. Before that time, before you enter a plea of no contest or a plea of guilty, I cannot talk to you regarding your case. I cannot hear any of the facts that you may want to dispute or talk to me about, because I'm not allowed to by law. Okay. But once you plead guilty or no contest, then at that point, I can listen to whatever you want to tell me, and I can consider whatever you want me to consider. Okay. Regarding the sentencing, there's a number of things I can do. If I feel you qualify, I can place you on the driving safety course program. That's a program, it's a 90-day program where you pay a cost that it takes to be on that program. You have to do a driving safety course online and maintain valid insurance and not get any other citation in that 90-day period. If you do all that, the case gets dismissed. I can place you on what's called deferred disposition, which is similar in that if you do what I ask you to do and you pay what I ask you to pay, the case gets dismissed. On some cases, my hands are tied. I can't do any of those things, and I can just find you guilty, order a fine and court costs, and issue a conviction and a judgment. Okay. That being said, any questions before I get started? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and call the first case. For those of you that have family violence charges, there's an admonishment that I have to read to you folks. I'm going to go ahead and read that now, and that way we get that out of the way. If you are convicted of a misdemeanor offense involving violence where you are or were a spouse, intimate partner, parent, or guardian of the victim, or are or were involved in another similar relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for you to possess or purchase a firearm, including a handgun or long gun or ammunition pursuant to federal law under 18 U.S.C. section 922 G9 or section 46.04B of the Texas Penal Code. If you have any questions whether these laws make it illegal for you to possess or purchase a firearm, you should consult an attorney. Okay. Court calls cause number 2302001190, State of Texas versus Crystal L. Rodriguez. Ms. Rodriguez, if you can raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
You can put your hand down. You are Crystal L. Rodriguez?
Yes.
Ms. Rodriguez, you are charged with the offense of assault by contact family violence alleged to have occurred on or about the 10th day of May, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, where you are accused of shutting and hitting an individual by the name of Devontae, Trammell or Trammell? Trammell. Are you aware of that charge?
I got a letter in the mail Friday, so yes.
Okay, and you understand what it is, correct?
Yes.
Okay, as to the charge of assault by contact family violence alleged to have occurred on or about May 10th, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
I'm sorry?
As to the charge of assault family violence alleged to have occurred on or about May 10th, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
The court will accept your plea of guilty. Mr. Rodriguez, who's this individual that Mr. Trammell?
My fiance.
Okay, are y'all still together?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so you have to know this, that, I mean, you've entered a plea of guilty, so, you know, another incident of family violence could result in this being enhanced to a higher court. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, have you ever been charged with the offense of family violence before?
No, never.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and put you on 90 days deferred disposition, Ms. Rodriguez.
Okay, and that is what again?
I'm gonna tell you here in just a minute, okay? It's gonna be a fine of $215, costs of $76, for a total of $291. You're also gonna be required to do an anger management course online within that 90-day period. So what this is, Ms. Rodriguez, if you pay what I've asked you to pay, and you do that course and you submit that certificate and you don't get any other charges, the case will get dismissed at the end of the 90-day period. Okay.
Okay.
I'm doing this considering that, you know, you haven't been charged with family violence in the past, and going to give you an opportunity to do these things so it can result in a dismissal. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
What I need to know from you, Ms. Rodriguez, is the $291. When can you pay that?
Well, I'm not working at the moment, so I can only make monthly payments.
So
The best I can do right now is 2530.
Okay, what I'm gonna do, Mr. Rodriguez, I'm gonna make this amount due at the end of the 90-day period. So you have 3 months to get it paid. If you have a balance at the end of the 3-month period, you can request the application I told you about, that you fill out, and then we can do an extended payment plan or some type of community service. If that's something you want to do now, you can request that application now, fill it out. We'll have another hearing to determine whether you qualify, and we can get you going on that, okay?
Okay.
Where are you located right now, Mr. Rodriguez? Do you live in Robstown?
Yes, I'm in Robstone.
Okay, I need you to come by the Robstown Municipal Court. We're located in City Hall on Main Street, either today by 5 o'clock or no later than tomorrow, so you can sign off on your plea paperwork, okay?
Okay.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, and let me just verify that you are still at 525 East Avenue E?
Yes.
And can I have a good phone number for you, please?
Yeah, 361-332-1312.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, then we'll see you here either some point today or tomorrow, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, you're excused. Court calls cause number 202-001187, State of Texas versus Carlos Trevino.
Yes, sir.
Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
I do.
You can put your hand down. You are Carlos Trevino Jr.?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Trevino, you are charged with the offense of public intoxication alleged to have occurred on or about May 5th, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge?
Yes, sir.
You understand it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As to the charge of public intoxication alleged to have occurred on May 5th, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest, Your Honor.
The court will accept your plea of no contest. Mr. Trevino. Crystal, do we have, has Mr. Trevino ever been charged for public intoxication before he grew up, son?
I have, Your Honor.
Back in 2014, Judge.
Okay. Well, Mr. Trevino, that was a good while ago, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna take it that this is not something that you do on a regular basis, okay? Taking that into consideration, I'm gonna place you on 90 days deferred disposition.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be a $230 fine, costs $76 for a total of $306. You're also gonna have to do an alcohol education course online. And when you come on your paperwork, they'll let you know where you can go to do that, okay?
Yes, sir.
That needs to be completed by the end of the 90-day period.
Yes, Your Honor.
The $306, Mr. Trevino, when can you pay that?
More than likely, Your Honor, I'll be able to pay at the end of the 90. If I'm not able to for some reason, right now, me and my wife just split up, and I'm moved back from San Antonio. So right now, I'm in a kind of a bind. But most definitely, at the end of 90 days, I might be able to go ahead and pay it up front, and if not, then I will sign for the application.
Okay, sounds good, Mr. Trevino. I just need you to come by the Robstown Municipal Court either by the end of today, which they close at 5, or no later than tomorrow, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Trevino, can you verify your address?
It's going to be, let's go, I want to say it's going to be, give me 1 minute. Give me one. Okay, it's going to be 4660 Trejo Street, Trejo, Robstown, Texas.
4660 Trejo Street.
Yes, sir.
You know, I've lived in Robstown my whole life, and that's the first time I've ever heard of that street.
Really? It's out in the outskirts.
Okay. And can you verify a phone number, please?
It's going to be 361-726-6424.
Okay, Crystal, you made that change on the address?
Yes, I did, Judge.
Okay. All right, Mr. Trevino, then we'll see you either by the end of today or no later than tomorrow, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're excused.
Yes, sir.
For one of the men? Yeah. Okay, court calls cause number 23020011189, State of Texas versus Ashley Sanchez. Ms. Sanchez, if you want to unmute yourself, raise your right hand, please. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand in. You are Ashley Sanchez?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Sanchez. You are 17 years old, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Sanchez, you are charged with the offense of assault by contact alleged to have occurred on or about May 8th, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, where you are accused of pulling Lily Ann Diaz's hair and punching her in the left eye with a closed fist. Are you aware of that charge?
Yes.
And do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay. As to the charge of assault by contact alleged to have occurred on May 8th, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
The court will accept your plea of guilty. So tell me what happened Ms. Sanchez?
Like what led up to it, or just the
Yeah,
day?
tell me what, why this occurred. You can tell me what led up to it. Tell me what happened.
Well, before, it's a really long story, so do you have time to?
I'm here to listen to you. I want to know why this occurred. Okay, go ahead.
This is my side. I don't know if she has something different, but I have a boyfriend, and I had asked her because someone had told me that they were walking together or something, and I'm not the type to fight over a boy because this was my first fight. I've never gotten into any trouble like this. So I had asked her, I went up to her and I had asked if she was or not, because I didn't want to start anything that wasn't true. She had denied it, said it wasn't like that, and I left her alone. And we had no problem from that day. Later, I had gotten a few messages on Instagram from her, like trying to explain the situation more and understand like who said that about her and why it was said. And we were going back and forth. There was no like aggression. We were very understanding, and we were explaining like, oh, this is who said it. And I was just asking if you were or not, thank you for telling me the truth. And she was explaining her side, and I thought we were good. I thought we could be friends, but then her cousin, I'm not too sure her like real name, but they call her D, had texted me on Instagram saying like I was doing too much and just being really rude to me. And I had texted the girl Lily asking why she would go out and tell somebody about it when all I did was ask her a simple question. And she started also ganging up on me, saying that I was doing too much, saying that I didn't have to do all that, and that I embarrassed her in front of a bunch of people, which got me upset because I didn't think me asking a question was gonna result into a whole like conflict. Her cousin was like saying that she didn't like me or something. I don't remember. I don't know if she has the screenshots, but I don't anymore. I had reported it to my principal. His name is Mr. Portillo. And I had reported that they were harassing me and wouldn't stop texting me in class because I got kicked out of class for it because I was on my phone. And they had asked what happened, so I just reported that they were bothering me and I didn't want to stop arguing. So it was like a back and forth thing. I was saying stuff and they were. It wasn't one-sided. Well, he had said that they were going to talk to him, or the two girls, and they never did. So I wouldn't say bullying because it was like back and forth. We were constantly bothering each other, but it never led to a fight, correct? What was the day that we fought? Because I don't.
It says that it was May 8th.
Okay. So before that Monday, that's on Monday, I think. Before that Monday, I was suspended for a week. The reason why I was suspended, this comes together. My friends had gotten to a fight, and someone had reported that I was apparently wanting to jump the person, like her sister that they fought. Sorry if that doesn't make sense. If you need me to like explain more.
No, that's fine. Keep on going.
Okay. So I had got suspended for 3 days just for the safety. I had asked if there was any proof of me saying that because there wasn't. And she had, Miss White had said, which she's a principal in training, I believe, had said that there wasn't any. It was just a report by someone they trust, which I didn't want to argue because I was already going to get suspended anyways. So I took the suspension. They had called my mom about it. Well, those 3 days before I had went back to school on my third day, me and that girl texted again because my boyfriend had told me that she was saying stuff about him and laughing at him or staring at him in the hallway or something. And I had asked him, how does he know that? Like, why does he care? And he said that his friends is telling him that that's what he heard and saw. So I had texted her again asking. And this time I was a little bit more aggressive. I was like, what the hell? Sorry. What the heck do you want? Like, I was cussing and everything. And it was a back and forth thing again. I had threatened her to fight her because she was talking about my body. I'm not too sure if she had showed y'all the messages between us, but if she did, that's all that y'all are gonna see because I don't have those messages anymore either.
Just to let you know, Ms. Sanchez, we don't have any of that. All I have is the report from the
Oh,
officers. If there would have been a trial, then they would have had the opportunity to bring that in. But go ahead.
so like I was saying, I was aggressive. I will admit that it was on both sides. She had started body shaming me. I'm really insecure about my body, so I took that very offensively, and I had started threatening her, saying like, "Okay, we'll see if you keep the same energy when I come back." Blah blah blah. She was saying that I wasn't gonna do anything, and then she had ended up reporting me. So I had got suspended for another 3 days. So that was a whole week that I was suspended before the Monday. Well, that Monday, first period goes by, and there was 4 periods that went by that we hadn't interacted, looked at each other, or talked. Like I saw her in the hall, but I didn't want to fight. She had even told my friend that she didn't want to fight either. She was saying she didn't want nothing to happen, and that she wanted to talk things out with me, but she had blocked me. So, well, anyways, during my 4th period, I had saw some post about me saying that I was scared to fight and that I wasn't gonna do anything. And it was from like multiple people. The only person I don't know if I'm allowed to say their name because it's live. Is it?
You can just say, you don't have to say any names.
Yeah. I had saw one of person that I used to know really well post about me, like my full name, like Ashley Sanchez is scared. She's not gonna fight. She threatened somebody. And I don't even know how they know that, but I wouldn't be surprised if like it went around. Then my own friends were telling me that when am I gonna fight? When are you gonna do it? Like, are you even gonna do it? And I think I just felt pressured, I guess. I feel like I had to prove something, which didn't give me the right to fight, and I understand that. But I never intended to. And well, I have a lunch, which is after 4th period. You have lunch at like 11:30, so it's the first lunch of the day. I hadn't seen her, and I was going out a door to the cafeteria, and we walked face to face, and I guess I just lost control, and I threw the first punch. She didn't hit me back or anything, and no one had to separate us, but I did throw the first punch.
Okay, Ms. Sanchez. Well, you understand, right? You can't take out your aggressions on people. You can't touch people.
Yeah. Yes, I understand.
I mean, even a touch that's not wanted can be considered an assault, even if it's not a punch or hit. Okay. There are other ways to deal with it, and I can understand that you complained to somebody and nothing was done, but there's other people you can go to. Okay, if one administrator doesn't listen to you, you go to somebody else. You
Sorry
can put your hands on people. Go ahead.
My mom had called the school 3 times about me not wanting to come to school because I didn't want to fight. There was another call saying that I was being bullied and then I didn't want to go to school. And I'm not too sure, but my mom said she did apparently, that she had called saying that I had told her that I wanted to fight, or me and somebody were like having conflict with each other, and they had said that they were gonna talk to me. That day I came back from being suspended and they didn't talk to me. So I just felt like they pushed it aside and everything just built up.
It sounds like somebody dropped the ball there. But I, from talking to you, it appears to me that you realize what you did was not
Yes.
right.
Mhm.
And I'm hoping this doesn't occur in the future. Are you going to be a senior, or did you graduate already?
I'm gonna be a senior.
Okay, so you're gonna see this person in school next year, unless she graduated, and I don't know if she did or not. But you just need to stay away from her, okay? And if, you know, anyone's texting you or threatening you or trying to goad you in any way, you need to go talk to your principal or to your counselor, somebody who will listen. And if they don't listen, you can come to the court and tell me, Judge, no one's listening to me, and I'll make sure somebody listens, okay? Okay, that being said, Ms. Sanchez, I'm gonna go ahead and accept your plea of guilty. I'm gonna place you on what's called 90 days deferred disposition.
Can I ask what that is?
Yeah, I'm gonna explain that to you in a minute, okay?
Okay.
It's gonna be a fine of $215, cost of $76, but I'm gonna allow you to do that in community service, Ms. Sanchez, okay? I understand you're a student, so I'm gonna allow you to in lieu of paying a cash amount, I'm gonna allow you to do community service to pay off those fines and court costs, okay?
Thank you.
You also gonna have to do an anger management course. All right, you can do that online. This will help you, give you some tools. If this ever happens again where you know someone makes you angry, it'll give you some tools to help you deal with it, okay?
Okay.
All right, then let me just see here as far as the number of hours of community service. I'll tell you here in just a minute. It's gonna be 12 hours of community service, okay?
Okay.
And that can be done at any nonprofit facility. You know, if you have a question, you know, where you can do it, if you'll just ask the clerks here at the court, they'll give you guidance on that, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions, Ms. Sanchez?
I was gonna ask like about the community service, but I'll just ask like you said, the clerks.
Yeah, they'll help direct you. They're gonna give you a form that's filled out by wherever you're doing it at, and they'll tell you what you need to do, okay?
And the anger management classes, are y'all gonna give me like a
They'll give
paper?
you a website that you can go to do that, okay?
Okay, thank you.
So long as it's done within a 90-day period, you'll be in compliance, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, Ms. Sanchez. I'm gonna go, let me go ahead and confirm your address. Can you tell me whether you are still at, let me see here. Are you still on County Road 40?
I don't think so. I can tell you my address.
Yeah, give me your address.
It's 402 East Ligustrum Boulevard.
And can you give us a phone number, please?
361-510-0727. That'll be my mom's phone number if that's okay.
Okay, that's fine. And Ms. Sanchez, if you can just come by the court either today or no later than tomorrow, and we'll close it at 5, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Crystal, no one else has come on. I believe I have somebody out in the hallway.
You have two waiting for you, Judge, out here.
Okay, if you want to bring them in or have them come in.
You want both of them to come in or one at a time, Judge?
No, have them both come in. I'm not going to say.
Okay.
Say to them twice.
Okay.
I need to open the courtroom. Give me about a couple of minutes.
Okay.
You can have him come in.
Okay, Judge.